Hello and welcome back to this video. Here we are going to learn about another function called enumerate. And what it does is it helps us to loop over a list and also get access to the index, okay? Now I'm going to take my time to explain this very well so that even if you have never understood how looping over a list works, this video should help you to understand that, okay? So to do that, I'm going to work in a file called listenumerate.py, and we are going to work with a list of book titles. So we have 3 books here: The Richest Man in Babylon, Think and Grow Rich, and we have Rich Dad, Poor Dad, okay? Now, I want you to imagine for a moment that I have given you these 3 books for you to read, that you should read one book every day. So let's say I gave you the book on a Sunday and I told you to start reading it on Monday. It is my expectation that you are reading one book every day. So if I see you on Monday and I ask you, which book are you currently reading? You will tell me that you are reading The Richest Man in Babylon. On Tuesday, I expect that the current book is Think and Grow Rich. And on the third day, I expect that it is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So you can see that any day when I see you, I will ask you, which current book are you reading? And the current book happens to be the book that you are dealing with, the one you are currently reading, okay? So that is how the for loop that we have seen, the for in loop that we have seen, and the technique we have learned to be able to go over all the items in the list is actually working. So we say, I can say for book in book titles, okay? If I do this, Python is going to step through and then assess the items one by one. So at any point in time, the item that it is assessing, it is going to refer to it as book, because we say for, and then you bring a variable name in the name of the list that you want to loop. So at any point in time, whichever title Python is dealing with is going to be stored in book, okay? That is how come if we come here and then I use printf to print the book, you will see that we will see each of the book titles in order. So I'm going to run python 3 list enumerate.py. So The Richest Man in Babylon, Think and Grow Rich, and Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That is what you are going to see. Now, let's study what the enumerate function does. You see, in all this looping that we are doing, we are missing out on one thing. We do not know the index of which book we are currently referring to. And that is what the enumerate function is going to do for us. So when you call enumerate on a list, it is going to assign the indices to each of the list items. And then because we are looping over, at each iteration of the loop, we are going to get a tuple where the first item is the index and the second is the item itself, okay? So I can now change this and say for ix and book in, then I call enumerate here. Then now I can print the index as well. So I'm going to print the index as ix. We just want to see which book is at which index, okay? So if I run this program, you can see that The Richest Man in Babylon is at index 0. We knew this already. And then we have the Think and Grow Rich index 1, and then Rich Dad, Poor Dad is at index 2. So I want you to take your time to make sure you understand this. And like I mentioned earlier, if you don't understand what the looping is doing, don't worry. We have an entire section that is dedicated to loops. So I will let us take a quick pause here. And then in the next video, we will take a look at a few functions that we already know about, methods that we studied about in the tuples that are also available on the list data type, and then we can end this section. So I will see you soon.